All right, we're rolling.
My name is Jonte McQuarrie. I'm the mother of DeAndre Howard. DeAndre Howard was killed August 29, 2015. And it's been 5 years already that I've been waiting for justice. And justice is never going to be served because I've dealt with the detectives, I've been dealt with the numerous of detectives, and all they keep telling me that they don't have anything yet. They don't have anything yet. So my concern is this. It's very painful to lose a child. And I've been going through this for like 5 years already. It's just overwhelming. And I just want something done about this. I don't want my son's case going cold. They know who did it. They got the gun who did it. Got the ballistics came back, got the person who did it.
How long has it been?
5 years.
Wow.
And
What was your son's name?
DeAndre Howard.
Spell that.
DeOndre Howard. HO.
This is where DeAndre Howard lost his life at. Not exactly right here, but this is where it all started. He had came home from a football game, Friday night, an Edison football game, came inside this apartment right here, and came in and verified that, they had lost the game and stuff. And he was like, I'm gonna step outside for a minute, Mom, and talk to my little girlfriend or friend, whatever you want to call it. Him and his little brother was out here at the time. And while they was out here,
Right.
what I'm confirming is what my youngest son told me, the one that survived, is they seen a guy come from this corner. And he walked all the way up here, and he walked once that way, came back to this way, walked this way to this tree 7 times. The last time he stopped at the stop sign, pointed his gun straight at that car, that gray car right there, and shot at my boys. And I was in the house with my baby. I had just got him out the bathtub. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, where's DeAndre and Deontay? Because I know they were outside. So I panicked because I didn't want to go outside and just, see my kids out there and just fucking lay it out like that. You know what I mean? So I'm asking the twin, like, do you see them out there? And I didn't see them nowhere. I didn't know where they was. So what happened was when the guy shot at them, they ran and they went through the apartments and hopped that brick wall, and they ended up over the brick wall. And from my
that brick wall straight ahead?
Yeah, they went through here because you can go through here and hop a brick wall, right?
Right.
So they went through there and hopped a brick wall. And I was so scared to walk around there because I knew they was outside. I knew it was a shooting, and wasn't nobody outside but them. So I was scared to go outside. So I had called my mom. I was like, Mom, they just did a shooting over here. I can't find DeAndre or Deontay nowhere. And then she was like, did you call the police? Call their phone. So I called their phone, and wasn't one of them answering. So I ended up calling the police, letting them know it was been a shooting and my kids was outside. So all you can hear is the ambulance and the police were coming and stuff like that. And they ended up finding them behind the brick wall. And when they found them behind the brick wall, Deontay Howard, which is my baby boy, was holding on to his brother. And his brother was like, who shot me? Who shot me, bro? Who shot me, bro? And then all Deontay said that his eyes just kept rolling onto his back. And then the police came to my door and was telling me they okay. They just got shot in the arm. And so when I make it to the hospital, by this time they already had Deontay in triage working on his grades. But Deontay said as they was pulling him in triage, they was pulling DeAndre on the side of him. And he said what he seen the doctors in there pumping on his chest, and they hurried up and shut the curtain on him.
Right.
And then they sent me to the quiet room and had me there for an hour, like an hour and 20 minutes. And then next thing you know, the nurse just came in and said that DeAndre didn't make it. He didn't make it. He passed away due to his injuries. And then after that, it was just all bad. Just devastated after all that.
So is that wall over there, right there, where he was
you
at?
Can go through here, like his car was parked. Well, her car was parked right there where All Star at, and his car is parked in front of this van. And when they shot, my son that survived was sitting in the driver's seat, and my son that died was outside the car talking to the girl, like linked over. So when the dude walk by, they ain't thinking nothing because they ain't into shit. You know what I mean? So they ain't thinking nothing. But he walked 7 times, like back and forth, pacing. And that last time, he stood by that stop sign and shot my babies. And that's when they took off running and hit the brick wall. And then you might as well say he died behind the brick wall. Yeah, both of them hopped it. And he hopped it with the gun traveling through his stomach. That's what really bled out. That's what really triggered it. And then you panicking at the same time. I can remember this from that day like it just happened. Like it just happened. And it happened 5 years ago. I can describe what happened. And I was in the house, but my son told me everything what happened. And I can remember everything he told me. And he goes through his little counseling, mental health. You know, he goes through mental health. He takes, you know, a little medicine. Because now he's seeing voices and ghosts and shit I don't even see. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit really fucked my kid up. And, you know, he be telling me that they be coming to him in his dreams and stuff. Like, it fucked him up. But
he was the last thing he saw.
Yeah. And he was holding his brother, like, actually seeing his brother go. Like, yeah, like, and his brother steady asking, like, bro, who shot me? He's like, I don't know. I don't know. But this where they actually found him at, behind this brick wall.
Right there in the corner like that?
Yeah.
And no one was here.
The security guard found them. And they ended up calling the ambulance and police. Mind you, I was devastated. I wouldn't come back here. I was scared as shit because I already know they was outside.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it. About somewhere right up in here. They see this. I want to set an example for these mothers that lost their child, and let them see how really strong I am to getting this done.
All right.
Pushing it, and you know,
that's what we were
because
talking
I'm going
about.
way out. You know what I mean? Because that's my baby. He didn't deserve that. I'm gonna go way out. And I've been working on this for 5 years, and I ain't gave up nothing. It's just that I can't deal with the detectives no more. They full of shit, and they just want to sit up there and tell me.
Making you run in circles. Yeah, they're making you run around in circles. With the gun, ballistics, and everything. That's.
And he's telling me that
It's not enough.
It's not enough. We need more. That the supervisor of the DA said it's not enough. They need to take it back to the office and work on it.
Well, yeah, we got enough here. Yeah, that's insane.
My name is Keyshawn White. I'm 19.
20.
I'm just getting used to it. 20 years old.
It's all right.
Yeah, I just turned 20 last month. But I guess in the start of it, it was just pretty much a tough journey. You feel me?
Right.
It wasn't like a journey I had to take by myself. You feel me? I had family and stuff, but it was just like most of my emotions I had at the time, I would like to keep it to myself because it was like I wasn't in the mind frame. Then just like living day by day, I had like a lot of hate in my heart, a lot of pain. You feel me? And it kind of came out in different ways in my life. You feel me? Like a lot of it got a couple fights. Getting out of high school and just like I was really aggressive doing a lot of situations. Even with my own twin, you feel me? We had our little falls out and stuff, but it's kind of different between family and other people, you feel me? Because on the other end, they really don't know what you was mad about. They just know about the situation that kind of triggered it. You feel me? They don't know the real cause of it or whatnot. So I was getting a lot of people, you feel me? A lot of backlash. I had emotion I had deep inside. And then just pretty much just going out through high school, man, I was just trying pretty much I figure out my whole lane and all this, you feel me? My purpose in life, you feel me? Because my brother, he had a purpose. He seen his goals and aspirations. He had a set, you feel me? You feel me? It probably wasn't the clearest picture, but he knew where he was aiming towards. So pretty much for me, I was just trying to figure out that same kind of path in my life, and same time trying to figure out, make sure my twin is good, because he be going through his own little issues for me. So I kind of like, I don't like taking the big brother role on him all the time. You feel me? Because the age difference is not really that far apart, but still, I matured in a lot of ways. You feel me? Where Keon is still, you feel me, figuring it out. So you feel me? I try to help navigate him through the space, but pretty much just, and also talking to my other older brother about a lot of things, because he don't show it a lot, but he actually deal with his emotions like pretty well. For a person to be like go through that type of predicament, because usually people that like have post-traumatic stress disorder, they have like outbursts. You feel me? They lash out on people. You feel me? They don't sleep well. They're real nervous 24/7. They're just timid. You feel me? They just like real. They just, you feel me? It's just on go at a point. But Deontay, he's like, he didn't let it get the best of him. You feel me? He still see the good in people. He still see the good in the world. He's real spiritual. So he let God kind of take his hand in that. So you feel me? He didn't like want to take just, because like me and my brother, I ain't gonna lie, like we wanted to like do stuff on our own end to feel me, make ourselves feel better. You feel me? We didn't really want the police to take care of it, because at the end of the day, you feel me? He's still gonna be living. He might be in jail or prison, but he's still gonna, you feel me? He's still gonna have his life. You feel me? My brother's still gonna be gone. So I still didn't feel like justice. I still don't feel like justice fair. You feel me? This still under the predicament of the life my brother was living. You feel me? Like, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. I respect that code, you feel me, 100%, because it's life, you feel me, for people to choose to live that way. But my brother didn't live that way, you feel me? He didn't even think about living that way. He persuaded people that did live that way to change the other way, you feel me? So it's like the good guy, you feel me, never wins, you feel me, in this type of situation. So, you feel me, I feel like the justice system wasn't fair in this choice, and will still not be fair unless they, you feel me, serve out the death penalty or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't do that in California. But so yeah, my brother really kind of helped me kind of take my mind off that hate and that pain. And through that, you feel me, me getting older and stuff, I do a lot of you feel me, self-evaluation. You feel me, I think to myself a lot, and I just kind of try to figure out what's best for me and my kids. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, for me, I'm just, if I'm dead and gone, you feel me, I got people that still gonna look after me, so I just can't just throw it all in the pot, man, because my brother's gone, you feel me? That wouldn't be fair to him, it wouldn't be fair to my mom, it wouldn't be fair to nobody, you know what I'm saying? So I just, before I take that step, or anytime I feel like I gotta do something, or that might, you feel me, take my freedom away, or might take my life away, I gotta sit back, think about people around me, you feel me? And in other words, that's what my brother was doing, because Fresno has a lot of temptations. I know that for sure. And I didn't, you feel me, I wasn't around my brother a lot doing this, like, it's, for me, it's just his living days, you feel me, I was just in that little brother role, so I was just doing like big brother sports, school, all that stuff. I didn't know the fun he indulged in or none of that stuff. I really wasn't, you feel me, like in tune with that part of his life. But I know for sure he had temptations. I know for sure people was, you feel me, tempting to do stuff and wanting to do this, wanting to do that. But it was his mindset, his strong mind frame, you feel me, that I can't do that. You feel me? I got people out here looking for me. I got coaches, you feel me? I got scouts, you feel me? If I make one wrong move, you feel me, it's over. And for me, I looked up to that. Even when he's gone, you feel me, I still look up to that. And that's why, you feel me, if, like I said, Fresno always gonna have temptations. You might fall into them here and there, but as long as you're strong enough to, feel me, make those right moves when it's serious, you feel me, like I said, you're gonna be young and dumb, you feel me, it's gonna happen. But as long as you know those choices, from having fun, and you might get in a little minor trouble with your parents, and that having fun, you feel me, you going to jail for 25 years, those are the two choices you gotta, you feel me, withstand and choose to make. You feel me? My brother never went to jail, you feel me? And that clearly goes to show, you feel me, he chose the right path. And I know he wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, it's like I still take a lot from him, even though he's gone, even though the little short time, because I was only like 15, 14 when he passed away. So you feel me? If you really think about life, you feel me, with family, that's not really a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? For me, it really hurts me, you feel me? Because I feel like I was just like scratching the surface with my brother, you feel me? Like I was just getting to the point of my life of him teenage, you feel me, when I'll be able to kick it with him. You know
How long has it been since he's been gone?
It's like 5 years.
And does it get easier or harder?
It gets harder because like stuff keeps happening. You know what I'm saying?
And there's no justice.
I have two kids. You feel me? No, and it's like
His kids gotta grow up in this shit.
so, and it's like I said, justice, and it's just not for my family. Like I've seen this in multiple occasions, man. You feel me? Like it takes so much for something to happen with the family. Like there's literally that damn near have to be a confession for there to be justice. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm not saying I'm like I know my ish about how the whole system work and how the whole like investigations and you feel me gotta have specific evidence that ties this person in. I understand that, but when there's like community say and there's like somewhat a probable cause and like some type of situation where you could tie them in, but it's like I know for not for fact, but I know that Fresno is not set up to hold those like build cases so strongly because it's so much stuff going on day by day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we don't have that type of money to be having these trials. You feel me? Like 3-year trials, 5-year trials. You feel me? On probable cause. You feel me? That's why they need so much stuff to even kick into a trial. So you feel me? It's not what's that? The police. It's just the resources they get. But I gotta say the resources that they're getting is way more than enough for them to be doing what they gotta do. Because there's many programs. Because I'm really to a lot of social justice. There's many programs that are getting shorted, cutted. There was a whole parks campaign that lost because of for the police for a budget for the police. And what difference have changed from that campaign till now for them to even earn that money? Not a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's with that really frustrates me, man. Because there's family out here that's probably never gonna see justice. And their people been dead since the late '90s. I was talking to my girl. Her uncle died. What's his name? I forgot his name, but he's an older cat. He died like early 2000s, man. On Strotter, their killer ain't never found his killer. A little bit got to do with probably their background, their history, but at the end of the day, they're human beings and their family still got emotions. You know what I'm saying? No matter what they did out there in the streets, justice is universal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to point fingers or nothing, but at the end of the day, it's a race thing. Because we know half of these cases that's going on, and half of the stuff that the motive behind it was towards a Caucasian person, most definitely would have been caught up. And it's sad to say, one of the recent cases, and it has to make mainstream, if it is due with a person of color, it has to hit mainstream media for something to happen.
Yep.
Now there was a bad shooting with the Pacific Islander, the Asian people on around Peace and Island. If that didn't hit world news, man, they wouldn't have found nobody. They wouldn't have went out and searched for nobody. They would have been another just mass shooting that just went unsolved. And I still felt like that still was too fast of a hurry. And I honestly feel like the people that they got wasn't even the people that probably did it. They probably knew the people or was kind of sort of involved, but I don't think that was a trigger man. I think there was probably people out large. They were just, like I say, rounding people up, grabbing them as fast as they can and just trying to get something,
Dropping down,
put it out
yeah.
there so they can have a press conference. So at the end of the day, the shit that they do complete is still half-assed. So it's like, it's a kind of a back against the wall situation living in the city until we get the right representation and our decision makers. We're still going to be still in this hole, in this rut, especially with the whole economic system going on right now. We're most definitely not going to get out of this hole no time soon.
You're absolutely right.
Unless we have people that look like us representing us, speaking for us.
And that's what they're here for us for.
How you dealing with this from day to day? How you getting by? How you staying strong?
The way I deal with this death, DeAndre Tyrell Howard, I just take it day by day. You know, sometimes I just lead the battle for the Lord to help me fight through this, and sometimes I just sit back and just think of all the good memories we had together before he got killed, and you know, and just try to stay strong for my other kids too, because I have other kids too, and that right there is what Day would love for me to keep doing, and just keep his memory alive, and just fight hard as I can for justice. And that's how I deal with Day death day by day. I depend on the Lord half of the time, and sometimes I depend on the faith too. Faith come right along with it. If you have faith, you know, you usually prosper to get things done the way you want done. And
I've been going through it for 5 years and I haven't gave up yet. And not gonna give up until I get justice for my son, DeAndre Tyrell Howard.
And if there's something you can tell your son right now, what would you tell him?
DeAndre Howard, Mama love you. I've been fighting for justice for 5 years for you. And I'm not gonna give up until that happens. And I want you to keep watching over me and your brothers and your sisters.